A report from Japan Times reveals that the U.S. Space Force is set to launch a satellite network called Silent Barker to track potential threats from China and Russia. This constellation of satellites was developed in response to recent satellite launches by these countries. The primary objective of the Silent Barker network is to enhance the defense of U.S. space assets by monitoring Chinese and Russian space vehicles. It aims to overcome the limitations of ground-based sensors by providing surveillance from a high-altitude geosynchronous orbit. The network is expected to launch sometime during the summer, possibly in August, using a United Launch Alliance (ULA) Atlas V rocket. The satellites will be placed in a geosynchronous orbit at an altitude of 35,400 kilometers, 22,000 miles, enabling them to maintain a fixed position while orbiting at the same speed as the Earth rotates. The U.S. Space Force stated that this new capability will enable the detection and tracking of objects from space, providing timely threat detection and warnings against potential threats to U.S. space systems. The development of the Silent Barker system was prompted by the launch of Chinese and Russian systems designed to target and disable other satellites. While these systems were initially intended for removing defunct satellites from orbit, there is concern that they could be repurposed for military space operations against other nations. The publication of the U.S. Space Force's Space Power, Military Doctrine in 2020 highlighted the increasing likelihood of warfare in the space domain, attributing it to the actions of adversaries. This marked a departure from the previous global efforts to maintain space as an unmilitarized domain. The Silent Barker constellation, however, is described as a defensive surveillance measure. Sarah Monero, a former lead staffer on the House Armed Services Committee Strategic Subcommittee overseeing space programs, emphasized that it will significantly enhance the Space Force's ability to track adversary satellites in proximity to U.S. satellites, allowing a better understanding of activities in space. Thanks for watching.